Hello, hello, good evening. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe, and I'm back again with another Facebook Live with you today to feature the Global Design Project number 446. I have transitioned from morning coffee breaks to evenings over the next few weeks. Well, this is my transition period. So if you're just catching me here on the replay, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And if you do, your name gets put into a draw, which I'll draw tomorrow evening, and then mail that card out to whoever wins. And if you are on my YouTube page and catching the replay, then as well, make sure you comment, so then that way I can see you. Thumbs up doesn't always tell me, and share doesn't always tell me on YouTube. I still haven't figured that part out. So for sure, please do comment on my YouTube channel and as well here on my Facebook page. And even if you're just catching the replay. So I hope you had a wonderful Victoria Day long weekend. And if you are in Canada, we celebrated Victoria Day today. In Winnipeg, or I'm actually 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg in Cooks Creek, Manitoba. And it was pretty cloudy and yucky today, so I didn't really feel like doing any gardening. And then around 3 o'clock, the sun popped out, of course, yay! But by then it's too late because it was soon to make dinner. But I had a wonderful weekend. Spent the weekend crafting with my team slash friends. We rented a hall and they were working on their weekender kits while I was working on Creative Convention. And so I have tons of projects to share with you over the next few weeks. I am rolling out my new program of free card kits. And that's if you place an order with me, then you can get the card kit for free for that week. And hopefully we get the bundles. So yeah, we'll talk about those, and then we'll just roll right into the project because I have lots of coloring to do and I want to make sure I get most of that done. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to flip you, and let me just do this first. Actually, before I do flip you, sorry about that. Forgot my hand should not go in the front. I just want to make sure I am live here and I'm on the right page because sometimes that happens too. And just a reminder, we are halfway through the month, which also means that we are halfway through the starter kit. So if you're a paper crafter and you're just a hobbyist, you love discounts, you love to gather with other paper crafters, scrap workers, card makers, whatever, we get together, and I'm always looking to boost my community and as well as in the end earn the incentive trip, which is Disney this year. So I have till September 30th to grow my community and hit my sales in order to get Disney. So I'm hoping my weekly kit offerings, my club cards, my retreats help get you there, or get me there, sorry, with your help. So yeah, it's never something I can just do on my own. So let's get crafty. Everything looks like it's working, and I should have hit that button faster and I didn't. So just gonna make sure we're good here. Layout wise, height wise, I think we're okay. Okay, so there is my monthly. See, sometimes the camera screen isn't very clear, and I'm noticing that right now. I don't know if that's just a lighting thing or if that is my camera. So I apologize for that. So just a reminder, like I just said, you get $113 in free product, 112.75. And you can order all the new items and any new promo stuff that's happening today. So if that doesn't, like, you're paying $135 plus GST, so it's $141.50. No PST, free shipping. You get a bunch of catalogs and business tools, and if that's not the thing for you, then just recycle those or hand them out to friends and family who might need them, or fellow demonstrators who do like to build their business and make a little side hustle on the side. You can give them the business tools and then reap the 200 plus free product that you actually get for only 135. So that is what I want to remind you of. And if you don't want to do that, you can join my In Color Club for $56.50 per month, and it's a 5-month commitment.
And you'll get all the in color products and more, because here with the starter kit you only get 4 different variety of products, and with mine you get like 7. So you definitely have that opportunity, or you could just all order everything on the starter kit and get it at 20% off. So gotta love that. And also May 31st is still my cupcake cards and more. You can come spend the whole day. It's $65. There's lunch, there's dinner, there's snacks, there's coffee, tea, you name it, some bevies, a card buffet, create whatever you want, display boards for inspiration, and VIP access to my BOGO sale in person. And obviously we are having sweet treats. Okay, so that is it. And one last reminder, tomorrow is free shipping. Free shipping day. I don't know about you, but my list is pretty long. I spent a lot of time creating this weekend, so there's a few things I need to pick up on the basic supplies list, and I need to finish and wrap up. So definitely going to be filling up on that. So $100 or more free shipping. And if you actually do place an order of $100 or more with me, you're also going to get a free card kit from one of my weekly classes. Okay, so this is our global design project. And make sure you stay till the end because I'll show you a bunch of cards I made at Creative Convention this weekend. It was so much fun. But this is the design. So it's a pretty standard card with 3 stripes and then another stripe that's going across. So I was playing with it, and the card we're going to make today actually features, and I was going to do a scrapbook page of this, but I didn't have time. Um, so you can easily turn this into a scrapbook page as well, is the Country Woods Suite. So I had a lot of fun playing with this weekend in my creative convention. So these are 4 cards that I have ready to go that I'll probably tweak a bit more for my weekly card class. So you can get this whole card kit for free by placing an order with me. I also used a bit of it. Did I use it on this one? Nope, I didn't use it on that one. Let's just double check and see. I thought I used it on something else. Oh yeah, I used it on the Attention Shoppers one. I just used one of the pieces there. So, because this one is a mega sweet, it's because it's got 2 stamp sets, and it's got these beautiful smoky slate, which we're going to use right here. Now, well, I'm not using the embossing folder this time around or the ribbon, but we're definitely going to use the Country Woods Designer Series paper here for, so that one's $17, and I didn't use any of those. So, the embossing folder, which is called the Eyelet. But I did use Country Flowers today and the number 8. What did I just call it? Country Woods Designer Series paper. The other cards I just showed you played more with the Country Lace Designer Series paper. So that's what you see here, of course, and then the stripes. So that one was pretty cool too. Oh, I also used it on Hearts and Hugs. So this is my other class I'll be sharing with you as well. So it uses Country Lace as well, Designer Series paper. That one was fun. But you guys do a lot of coloring. So make sure you get these sets so that you can craft along with me. And I'll give you the kits, but I can't stamp. So you will have pieces to do your own stamping and die cutting. Okay, Country Woods. Here we go. Okay, do you want to see the design? Hi, Barb. How are you? Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm just going to take a sip of water real quick. Okay, so I made a couple designs using this. This one was my first one, and this one uses one of the other suites that is in our catalog, and it features the Unbounded Beauty designer series paper and stamp set. So I used I used the Unbounded Love, which is going to be one of my other card classes, and I just used the flowers out of this one because I wanted to keep the stripe consistent in the GDP pattern. So I didn't bother punching out one of these to use. I wanted to keep it the same. I don't have, this one doesn't have flowers, but I didn't want to use stems or leaves like it shows in the bundle. So I just fussy cutted. Yeah, I fussy cutted. Oh, so I learned a new word this weekend from my creative convention, um, which is put on by Rhonda Wade, Angela McKay, Michelle Litwiller, and Erica Serwin. So you had like these four amazing demonstrated leaders in Stampin' Up give us these amazing designs and training so that we can, grow our business and, keep our side hustle going and keep everybody crafting, right? So my goal is always to make sure everyone is crafting with somebody. It's COVID kind of made us all a little lonely and more homebodies, but I'd like to keep that going. So not sure which one you like more, so you let me know, but this is the one we're going to create because this one was my favorite. And we did do a bit of coloring, and I started to do some of it ahead of time to try and save us a bit of time. This one was a real easy one. All we did was cut our pieces, and then I heat embossed. I heat embossed the sentiment, and then just die cut more pieces, and then just added some ribbon there in the back. So real easy, but I wanted to step it up with some more designer series paper and kind of make it look a little more. So this would be kind of a easy, easy project, and this one is more a create your way project. Okay, because this one you'd have everything as well too. Okay, so you need a card base. So I went with Smoky Slate. So it's just your standard card base, but I like my tents to go up and down when I'm doing portrait. So it's 11 inches by 4 1/4 on this one. And then I've got my three stripies. And this time on this one, I chose to do a base underneath, another layer. So whereas if you look at the global design project, it just says to use 3 lines. So I added another element, which is the designer series paper, and then as well as the extra layer. So for my strip, I did two things. Like on my first one, I just stamped it, and this one I heat embossed. I'm not too sure if you can tell. So this one is heat embossed with sending love. So then this one will just stamp sending love on there and see how that goes. And then this one's just for the inside of the card so that we could put that in there. So, no, was that, yeah? Or was that for, yeah, that was for, or was that for stamping? I can't remember. Hang on. Oh no, this one's for stamping. So, not the inside of the card. Okay, so let's get stamping out of the way because that's the most difficult or the only pain in the butt. So, little tip, I needed the flower pot and the flowers. So this is country flower right here. So I chose to use the pot, like this canister kind of looking thing, and then the flowers. Sorry for the reflection. I think that's better. And then I was debating on using the stool or not, but then I thought, no, that's going to be too long and take away from the stripes. So these are the two that we use. So when you open it, they are polymer stamps. And so I decided, well, I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to stamp them together. So to stamp them together, I put them on a large block and then just lined up my two stamps like that. So now I can take my memento and just save myself, a few seconds by inking that up and then just stamping it on a piece of scrap paper. And it's always good to make sure you leave some space around so that way when you line it up in your embossing cut machine, you are good to go. Okay, so that is that. And then we also need to stamp our sentiment, and I chose sending love. So there's quite a few in this one, and then there's also some in the coordinating uh, stamp set. So I'm gonna go sideways or up and down vertical, because I can't see. I don't know if I'm straight or not when I can't get my head in the camera. So I'm just gonna push on that, and there we go, sending love. That's done. So now we have to do a bit of coloring. So while I'm coloring, maybe Barb, if you're still there, you can tell me which one we want to use. If we want to just use the stamped one, or if we should use the embossed black sentiment. So either one works just fine. So I started coloring, And the reason I started coloring is because there is so much in this. So it was kind of funny when I was done. I was like, oh, I like that. And then I looked down and I was like, oh my goodness, how many colors did I use? I used all of these. I was like, wow, oh wait, there's more. I'm like, that's a lot of coloring. So, but it's fun coloring. Look at all that. So I always like to have my color lifter handy, just in case, because I do go outside the lines, and I did right there, so I can see that there. So I can just come in. I'm going to try and get rid of some of that. So the color lifter doesn't really lift color; it actually pushes it through. So that's the one that it says lift, but it really doesn't lift. Okay, Barb, sounds good. We can see it in the end. So we're just gonna finish coloring the flower here, and I'll just bring it down a bit more. So in the flower, I used Misty Moonlight, um, Pool Party, yeah, and those two. So all I did was in these flowers is just come in. There's two more. I just chose, you can do this in multiple colors if you like, but I chose to do it in these. And then I'm just going to come in down the middle here and do a little bit of the dark. It would be fun to do a rainbow of colors. And then I come in with my Misty Moonlight, the light shade, and then just added some more in there by just brush stroking it. Oops, I went too far on that one. But no one's going to know. There. Just to give it a little more color, and then I come back in with my light to just blend that in a bit more and get more of that pool party. Pool party is so light, it needs a little bit more. Now, surprisingly, one of the other colors in this one is wild wheat. So I decided to take my wild wheat and do this big guy. I don't know what he is, what kind of leaf, or if it's even a flower. I wasn't sure. So this is where I went and thought, okay, I'll add wild wheat in here to add a little pop. Okay, so I always like to do the base color first. Now everybody colors differently, everybody. And then I come in with light strokes on the dark. Everybody has their options. Some people like to do dark, light, dark, or you know, light, dark, light, um, depending on your preference. But and then you could even do like, let's say, 3/4 of the leaf or half the leaf to give it a little more dimension. I mean, it's really up to you. And then I come back in and try and blend that together with my light. So everybody's different. Have you done the water painting technique? I like the water painting too. That one's fun as well. Now I just bought some Gaillardia. So I was gonna do red and I was too scared. So I chose to do petal pink and flirty flamingo. So I'm saying Gaillardia as in the plants for my garden. And one of my favorite things is the fact that, it's light and then it goes dark. But I think I got like yellow and red ones. And I was gonna do that here, but red was not a color that blended well with the with the colors that already existed. At least I didn't think so anyway. So I'm just gonna come in with my flirty flamingo. Okay, these colors, we're done. We're done. Okay, so I'm gonna take light flirty flamingo and I'm just gonna brush stroke out from the centers. I'm gonna rotate it so I can get those brush lines. Because the brush lines just make it look more natural rather than just going and, adding a blob. Okay, and on this one, I'm just going to do this is like a double flower, so I thought I'd just do that. And then I'm going to come in with my dark and just do those little dots right on the inside. And here I'm just going to go around the center of that one. And then come back in with my light petal pink and blend those in better. Okay, so that's going to be hard to see, but if you are the winning recipient of this card, you will see how pretty this actually looks. Now this is just peach pie, just using peach pie to color in the centers. And then old olive for the leaves. Old olive light, perfect. Now I didn't know which green to use. I was like, oh no, we're going to tone it down because it's a little vintagey. So I'm just going in here. I should have used the brush end. I really like the brush end when I'm doing little details because then you can get right into those corners without falling out of the lines. Okay, did I get it all? Hello, Kathy. Hi, Gail. Oh, no worries. Oh, you're still at the lake? Are you there all week? How's the weather been? Because, it was crazy here. We got together on Oh, this one's got a bad tip. We got together on Saturday, like a few team members, and Barb popped in to say hello. And I kept saying, "Is that thunder? Is that thunder?" And then we realized, okay, because we're in Transcona, that it was actually trucks that kept driving by along the highway. And then the thunder came later in the afternoon. And we're like, okay, that's thunder. So yeah, it was pretty funny. We were like, what? And everyone thought I was crazy because they're like, I don't hear anything. And I'm like, oh, I heard it. So yeah. And my son had to ref that day. It was not fun refing in the rain. That's okay. He gets paid $25 an hour to do it. $25 for 1 hour. It's easy. Okay, there we go. We're done. I'll just bring it up closer so you have a better view of it. So you can see that misty moonlight in there and that a little bit of that flirty flamingo inside of it. So now you just have to fussy cut it. Cooler and rain, but yeah, I totally get it. No hail. Oh, good thing. Yeah. So I can't wait till the sun finally comes. Although I'm not big on heat. I don't like it when it's past like 22, 23. That's my limit. Then I'm like, that's too much. Okay, so I'm just grabbing the big boss here. Sorry, my camera wants to swing because I went up higher. Okay, there we go. It's a little crooked. Sorry. Um, I gotta keep. Our internet isn't great here, unfortunately. It has not yet improved enough for me to use a streaming software like everybody else, so I'm not that lucky. But I do my best. I do my best. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here, and I just gotta figure out where this one is. I think it's up here. Yeah. I usually look for this double tail end here, or this guy here, because then I know I'm lined up. And I love these new dies because you literally just right up to the black edging. And then I'm going to use some tape just to hold that down because I'm worried it's going to slip. And then this one goes around this pot. And so one of the other stamp sets we used this weekend at Creative Convention was Attention Shoppers. And I kept eyeing it and I'm going, oh my god, this reminds me of Lawn Fawn. I don't know if I can do it. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to cave in and I'm going to do it. And let me tell you, I actually had a lot of fun with those cards and making them. Although I'm a little disappointed that it only has one wine bottle die. Like really, I I have to do so many wine bottles because wine. Who doesn't want to shop for wine? So anyway, I can show you those. Here, I'll show you those cards now. Sidebar. So I'm going to do it as a class. Well, one of them is going to definitely be at May 31st. So this one's probably my favorite. But again, you only get one die. So see how many wine bottles I put in that card? But it was so fun coloring them. It really was. So anyway, so it's funny because Sherry is like, I really like that. And I said, yeah, but I'm not going to make you guys cut out 5 wine bottles. I only have one die. I mean, you can fussy cut it. The nice thing is fussy cutting isn't so bad. Oh, yeah. So, oh, I got a better one. Did I tell you or did I forget? Okay, so when Rhonda was doing her morning intro, somebody from the States, I don't know who it was because the comments go flying by so fast. Oh, sorry, I'll drop this down. They wrote down, now she's like, oh, Andrew's going to make us do a lot of fussy cutting, which, she kind of did, but in a good way. And this girl comes on and she's like, it's not fussy cutting, it's called fussy cussing. And so, or curse, and then another lady goes, fussy cursing? And so, yeah. So that was, I kept commenting and saying, oh, I had to do more fussy cussing. So yeah, not everybody likes fussy cutting, right? Okay, so I originally had this on white and it didn't look so good. Then I went to basic beige and it was too light. So then I went to the gray, which then brought out everything outside of that petal pink inside of there. Good enough. And then we're gonna do this guy. So I'm gonna take my Tim Holtz ruler and try and find the center of this guy here. I don't know how big of a piece this is. This I cut to 2 7/8. So who knows where the middle is, right? Just so I have a rough idea. So one, almost 1.5. So about there. I should be good anyway. I should be good regardless without it. Yeah, I should be good. Okay, so these strips are 1 inch wide. No, no, they're not. They are 7/8 of 1 inch wide because I wanted to put this layer on. But my first card was 1 inch wide. Then when I did this layer, the early espresso layer, I ended up going a little smaller on my strips because my original card is 1 inch wide. And then I was like, oh, that's a bigger piece of um early espresso, and I wanted it just a tad smaller. So then I went 7/8 inch wide by like, I don't know, 4 1/8. I think 4 1/8 is what I did. So I'm just doing my two ends first, and then whatever's left over will be my middle. And I put my middle in so that I could wiggle and line it up to the bottom. I mean, I can add my Tim Holtz ruler, but it's kind of dumb and useless since my gap's like 1/8 of an inch, and I should be good. Okay, so now we're gonna add this in here. Blue, 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 blue. And then stick that in the middle. So then now your middle one can just be the illusion piece that makes sure it's even all around. There we go. Oh, I still need that. And then we need to add this to the front of the card, like so. Now I'm just gonna double check. Did I just glue that on? Yeah, I did. So I think I had the white at the top. Yeah. So lots of options on that sentiment label as well. And here I just centered it as best as I could, just eyeballing it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This end probably just needs a little bit of a swing. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Bing. Okay, so here's my two. So you can see the one that's heat embossed up there is darker than the one that has dried. Sometimes when I want a really dark black, I'll heat emboss it. Or I will put it on my stamparatus and then stamp it twice. So then that way I get more thickness. So not sure which one. So do you think I should go embossing or the just plain stamped? So, and you can see on this one I just used the plain stamped one. I didn't emboss. Okay, so now you have to make a decision. While you make a decision, I'll stick these two guys together. And I chose to go this way. I mean, you can put your flowers any direction, really. It doesn't matter. It looks good either way, but I wanted my blue flowers facing up in this little one, kind of hanging off to the side there, like so. Heat embossed. Okay, done. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here to put these two guys together. And then I want the little bucket notch right in the middle there. Okay. And then we'll stick this on. So it's just a strip of Pool Party. And then we'll grab some embellishments here. So just a reminder, if you don't have this bundle or suite, tomorrow is free shipping and I'll be doing a class on it online. I'm hoping by then I can streamline to both, making sure I use the right one, Facebook and YouTube, so that everyone can enjoy and I don't have to copy paste my video after, because that's always time consuming. Now this is a tad smaller. I think it's 3.5 inches. 3/4 inch wide by 3.5, I think. Here, I'll tell you in case you want to make it. Yep, 3.5 by 7/8. So, and this one here, I think I did 1 inch. No, this one is 3. Oh no, it's 7/8 as well. And this is, yeah, 3.5. Okay. All right. So look, we're almost done. And then this just goes here. So we want to make sure it's over enough. Okay, I gotta move this guy over because he's hanging off of the paper. There we go. Oops. Hello. This is why liquid glue rocks. I just don't want him hanging off the edge and I don't want to cut a lot of that off. There we go. We're right about there. Okay. And it's not gonna fall off. Okay. So we'll add some dimensionals on there, up here, and then a wee one on the bottom. Let's grab my glue scissors. You can see lots of stuff sticking to it. Sticky, stick, stick. Then we're gonna add glue in the middle, or I could just use glue dots, but this is way easier. So anyway, anyone do anything exciting this weekend? Do comment. That counts. Counts as draw points. There we go. Lovely. I mean, you could also trim it if you don't like that edge there, but I don't mind it because that's part of the design, so it didn't really bother me that much. So there we go. Like so. Look, I got like offcuts. I was using so much this weekend. Okay, so let's bring in the coordinated smoky slate and basic gray. And I wasn't going to use them because they're currently unavailable. That's how popular they are. Probably because so many of us took creative convention and they had to buy the whole stock out. Who knows? I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's pick. There's smoky slate and what did I say? Basic gray. But I'm gonna go smoky slate because it's brighter. And these, by the way, you can color as well. I actually colored them. I'll show you with basic black blend, and I colored these three to put that one in for my Unbounded Love card class. So I was like, oops, sorry, my computer's talking to me. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 more. Yeah, we'll do 2 biggies because it's nice big flower. Make it pop more. There. No ribbon. We could put ribbon right there. Maybe some linen thread. You know me and linen thread. I love linen thread. Love the card. Awesome. Hey, quick question. Get so confused. How SU provides time for sale, free shipping, etc. Mountain Time, which is Correct. It is 2 hours behind, 2 hours difference after midnight. Correct. At one. Is it one or is it two? Because I think, oh wait, see, this is where I get confused too because time change happens, right? So I would just, I can't grab my, well, here, let me see if I can look it up on my computer. So if it said 11:59 Mountain Time, which is 12:59 Central Time, so that would mean yes, exactly. You are correct. So we would be able to order at 1 a.m. Correct. So I usually wait half an hour because so many people jump on right away. Oh, here I use basic gray on that one. And then it gets completely chaos sometimes. Like the system slows down. So then I'm like, oh, that sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, so this is Baker's Twine Essential Pack, right? So it's got the 5 colors, even the very vanilla is in there. But I'm gonna grab that crumb cake instead of linen thread. Rebel. And you know me, I'm gonna add the ribbon. So then you can tell me whether or not it's, it needs it. So I mean, if it adds anything. Because sometimes you add stuff and you just you can't stop, you just keep going and going. And the next thing you know, you're like, it's like too busy. So this might be too busy. I don't know. So, but I just feel like it'd be fun to see the difference, It might take away from it as well. So then we need a mini glue dot. So does that mean you're staying up, Gail? I'm gonna wait because my list is super long. And plus, I expect it to arrive on time. I'm going to pick up some prizes for May 31st. We'll do some door prizes, some prize patrol, and also some goodies in there for the class for the day. So yeah, it's gonna go in your welcome kit. Gonna go in your welcome kit. Okay, I'm gonna trim that too long. Okay, so there's our crumb cake on there. Too much? Let me know. So there's our two designs. Here, I'll bring it down even more, which is our global design project. Oh, I have my third one. So this one's more brighter, of course. That was my original. And then I wanted to step it up, and I stepped it up with some coloring design and using designer series paper and layering. So, this is quick and easy to do with what you have on hand. And if you have more supplies, this is kind of creating your own way there and getting something a little bit more, So I say those words, don't like the bow. Perfect. Okay. Anyone else? I always like adding twine or ribbon. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you a closer view of it so you can see the difference with the bow. Or maybe my bow is just in the wrong place. I kind of feel like it's in the wrong spot. Like what if I moved it here instead? That might look cute. And then this one, like I said, I just fussy cut it. So that's why you see like this edging right here. I just trimmed it as well to make it work because I didn't want a big flower there. Okay, so that is it for Monday evening. So thank you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll probably do a couple cards instead. I'm trying to, oh wait, no, not tomorrow, sorry. It's either Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I'm gonna try and come back. Thursday, or oh no, wait, I fly out Thursday. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, this was my crazy week. So I'm only here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I'll be posting lots. Thursday, I fly out to Victoria, BC for the Canadian Coalition of Women in Engineering, Science, Trades, and Technology. I am currently past president and passing my torch over. So I'm excited to be hanging out with like 200 plus amazing women and talking about, issues with women in the field and things like that. So lots to do, lots to do. And then I fly back and I'll be back on Monday again, Monday night. And we're going to do a card class. So I hope you have everything. And I'm tossing up between whether or not I should do hearts and hugs or if I should do the adorable, what is it again? The shopping one. Oh crap, what's it called again? Uh, Attention shoppers, that's it. I mean, it's not a stamp that I would have bought, but thanks to Ange McKay, she convinced me. And now I think it's completely adorable. So anyway, have a great day. Back to the grind this week for some of us. And hopefully you can hop on and join me again next week. So we'll see you then. Till then, happy stamping and don't forget to sign up for my classes.